Hi, and welcome to this session of Street Hustles Academy. My name is Chinedu, and I'll be your coach for this session. In this session, we are going to be looking at the types of businesses that you can involve yourself with to improve your streams of income or increase your streams of income. As an entrepreneur, people have different challenges, one of which is which kind of business do I embark? What do I do as an entrepreneur to get more money in my pocket? Okay, I have classified businesses into three classes or call them categories. I've placed them in three categories, so whatever business you choose to do, you will fall in one or two of these categories. The first category is the trading category. With the trading category, you are simply, like the name implies, a trader. You buy from one location, you sell at another location for a profit, for a margin, right? It doesn't matter what you're buying, and it doesn't matter whether you're selling them online or you're selling them offline. The basics is you have acquired capital, you have made purchase, and you're now making sales with a margin or a profit. That makes you a trader. The second option or second class of business is what I call the production category. At the production category, you are not buying to sell directly, you are buying raw materials, putting them together, processing them to produce a finished good or a finished product, which you eventually sell. So you are in the business of putting things together and producing a product. Some businesses that fall under this category are production of paints, production of custard, production of yogurt, even restaurants. Why, you may ask, is restaurant a production? Yes, because you are buying raw materials, you're buying raw food. You are processing, you are boiling, you are frying, you are grating, you are grinding, you are putting all that through process to come up with a final product. This makes your restaurant business a production business. The last category is what I'll call the service-based business. As a service-based business, you are using your skills to offer service to your customers. In this case, if you are making any purchase, usually it is one-off. You buy a machine that will help you, to offer that service. You are not selling the machine. So you buy it as one-off and you use that machine to offer several services to your customers. I'll give you an example. You buy a hairdryer, you buy a clipper, you buy a photocopy machine, whatever it is that you have bought, that machine helps you provide service to your customers. So, as a service-based business, your input is rather with your physical knowledge, with your hands, or with the knowledge you have acquired over time. You apply it in order to give your customers satisfaction. So if you barb your customer, or your customer has made her hair in your salon, or you have offered some kind of consultancy service, you're a doctor and you've opened your clinic, you are offering a service. So a service 80% of the time runs on your skill or on your knowledge, what you have acquired over a period of time. Using that to serve customers and getting paid for it puts you in the service industry. So we have looked at, I've mentioned all the categories of businesses, and now the question comes up. Of all these classes of businesses, what are the pros and cons, and which do you pick? Which of them is the best for you to venture in as a business or as an entrepreneur? I'll start with the first one. As a trader, you need to raise capital for your business. You need to buy goods in large quantities, and then you need to move them to another location where you can sell them at a profit. It requires you to gather a lot of capital. It requires you to have a good knowledge of where these products are, the quality, and all of that. And selling them at a margin is also good. However, You can also consider that as an entrepreneur who is into trading, you are less likely to play around with pricing. Your pricing is dictated mostly by the market, by your competitor. You cannot buy for 1,000 naira and sell at less than 1,000 naira. You must sell above 1,000 naira. And who determines the pricing? Your competition. So if you have bought for 1,000 and people around your area or in your vicinity are selling for 1,002, you can as much sell for maybe 1,001, 1,150, or best 1,002 at the same price, depending on the situations and circumstances. Your ability to be creative with your sales is more difficult. It's not impossible, topic for another day, but it's more difficult for you to be creative as a trader because you are dealing specifically with buying and selling at a profit or at a margin. The second class of business is the production business, which I've mentioned before, which involves buying items from different places, putting them together and processing. While you have processed your goods and they are ready, it doesn't stop at that. Sometimes for you to be able to grow exponentially, you may need government agencies to intervene or to come in and certify your products. The likes of NAFDAC, the likes of Standards Organization of Nigeria, and other bodies are by law to look into your product and certify them good for consumers. This limits you because you need to spend money to be able to get these certifications and get your products in the market. As an entrepreneur, it becomes a little bit challenging for you to do that. The third class is what I call the services business. For me, this is the favorite and the easiest. Once you have acquired whatever machinery it takes for you to be in the service industry, you are set to roll. You don't need a shop, you don't need a warehouse, you only need 80% your skill. What can you do with your hands? What can you do with the knowledge that you have acquired over time? How can you serve customers using your skills? They will pay you premium if your service is excellent and if you're very good at what you do. So, for instance, again, you are into hairdressing and you have bought the equipment required for hairdressing. You do not need to buy any other input. Of course, I will not forget to mention that you may need to do maintenance, but the risk of running out of business as a service provider is slimmer than running out of business as a production business or as a trading business. And I'll give you an instance. If as a production or product-based business, you have produced or you have bought goods in large quantities and for any reason you lose those goods to fire, to theft, to burglary, starting afresh can be very, very difficult for you. Raising the capital to start afresh may be a daunting task. But if you're a service-based business, starting over is as simple as getting a new client. So if you are a hairdresser and you have made money today and you lose that money to whatever circumstance, chances are tomorrow when you make another hair, you'll still get money. Life continues. It's easy as that. So for me, rooting for a service-based business is usually better as a budding entrepreneur than trading business and of course production business. Whichever you choose, just put it at the back of your mind that service business will always stand the test of time better than the trading business or production business. However, if you have decided to do a trading business or you have decided to go into production, of course, it could be very, very profitable. You could make large margins. The only challenge with those classes or categories of business is the initial startup or the initial capital required to kick off your business, and the regulatory authorities that are required to certify you to continue with those classes of business. So, my thoughts and my advice is, if you don't have anything you have in mind already and you're thinking of doing a business at this time, you're thinking of getting an extra source of income, please consider the service-based business. It is much more easier to start than any other kind of business. If this video has made sense to you and you'd like to hear more from us, please don't forget to click the link below to subscribe, comment, and then share. If there's something else you want us to address that we have not addressed in this video, please drop it at the comment section and I'll be glad to provide clarity on them. Till I come your way again next session, have a wonderful day. Bye.